Now, after we've counted it and we understand the counting, then we're going to work on measures that have 16th notes in them first, because those are going to be the hardest ones. Before that, do make sure you've checked your key signature and that you've marked in your flats, your B flat, E flat, and A flats. So the first measure I want us to look at is measure number 2 that has 4 16th notes. So we're going to start on beat 2 of measure 2. It starts with a B natural, and we have B natural, C, C sharp, D, and then we're going to go ahead and play the G quarter note. So I'm going to play it first. I'm going to play it slowly first to make sure I figured out my fingerings. Then I'm going to turn on my metronome and see if I can play it at 60, because our goal is to get it all at 60 before we go any faster. So I've turned on my metronome. Now let's see if I can play those 16th note. 2 T ta ta 3. Just starting on beat 2 of measure 2. Ready again. Ready again. You may need to take that slower and play it at half tempo and gradually speed it up. Then I'm going to look at the 4 16th notes in measure 4, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to play those notes slowly. So I'm going to play E flat because it's in the key signature. Make sure I get the notes. I'm going to play E flat with the bottom side key, thumb F, add 2 side keys for F sharp, open G, and then C. So I might practice that a couple of times slowly. Until I can play those 4 16th notes. Then I'm going to turn my metronome on at 60 and see if I can play those 4 notes. Ready and go. Ready and go. Now I'm going to find the next group of 16ths, which is in measure 10. D, E flat, E natural, F, B flat, because B flat is in the key signature. First, I can do it at half tempo. Ready again. Ready again. And then I'm going to double it to make them 16th notes. Ready and go. Ready again. Ready again. Ready again. Then I'm going to go to measure 12. I'm going to do the same thing. Starting on beat 2, I have an open G, A flat, because A flat is in the key signature. I use the side of my knuckle on the A flat key. I also put my right hand down for that A flat, A in front, pinch your B flat, and then I go to E flat, thumb 1, 2, and bottom side key for measure 12. So we have open G, A flat, A natural, B flat, E flat, thumb 1, 2, and the bottom side key. So I'm going to try those 16th notes slowly to make sure I have my fingerings. Play those slowly again. Now I'm going to see if I can play them at 60 with my metronome. Ready again. Ready again. Now, I've worked out all of the measures that have 4 16th notes. The other measures I need to work out are the ones that have 2 16th notes in it. Okay, so if I look at measure 1, I have 1, theta, 3, 4. So we're going to play all the measures that have that rhythm. 1, theta, 3, 4. That's a dotted quarter note followed by 2 16th notes followed by 2 quarter notes. It's the rhythm in measure 1, measure 3, measure 5, measure 9, measure 11, 13. Those are the measures that we need to work on with that rhythm. Remember, in measure 1, beat 3 is an E flat, thumb, 1, 2, bottom side key. I'm going to tongue beat 1, beat 2, or the te of 2, and beat 4. So I'm only going to tongue 3 times in that measure. T, T, T. So I might practice that just on a concert F. One, two, 4, because that's what my tongue is going to do. So let's practice that on a concert F, that rhythm. And we're just going to tie those 16ths to the quarter note to work on our tongue. One, two, 4. That's what our tongue is going to do. Now if I add in the notes, again, measure 1, ready and play. Again, measure 1 and play. Now I'm going to jump to measure 3. Notice how I've never just started playing through the whole piece. I'm going to work on the individual measures first. Measure 3, still have D, D, E flat, F, D. Ready and go. Ready and go. Next is measure 5. You've got to use a special fingering for measure 5. The last C on beat 4 in measure 5 has to be played with left hand C. It's that pinky key on the left that you've probably never used before if you're a 7th grader. Okay, the first one I can still play with my regular C key with my right hand. So I'm going to go C, C, D, E flat, left hand C, because we always alternate, never slide. So I'm going to go C, C, D, E flat, C. I'm going to play left hand C for beat 4. You should put an L above beat 4 of measure 5 to show left hand C. Okay, measure 5 will sound like this. Ready and go. Again, measure 5 and go. Ready and go. The next measure that's like that is measure 9. E flat, F, G, E flat. All 3 E flats, thumb, 1, 2, bottom side key. Measure 9. Ready and play. Ready again. Ready again. Measure 13 also starts with E flat. I use my pinky on the top row. Okay, we call that our driver key. Okay, that's your E flat. E flat, F, G, E flat. Ready and play. Ready go. Ready and go. Now I've worked out all of the 16th notes in the piece. The only other thing that we have are what we call 30-second notes, which are twice as fast as 16th notes. Those are located in measure 19. Okay, we will get to those at a later point. Just realize they're twice as fast as 16ths. But the good news is it says poco ritardando above it, which means that measures